My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leos, for January 2017. So it's for you, my lovely Leos, January 2017. Now this is going to be very interesting month because finally you're going to start putting things into action. There are lots of you that will actually be completely ready to move on from your current job or from your current career to move on somewhere else. This is going to be the month of changes, and it's not only the fact that this is going to be the month of changes, it's very, very important to stress, and it's very important to say that because this particular month of January, you are going to be completely in touch with your spirituality, you're going to be completely in touch with yourself, which means that you will be kind of start to look towards the new directions in life. You're going to start looking towards the new ideas, and this particular new direction is completely going to be based mainly on your career and on your job and on your finances. So I can see that lots of you right at the beginning of January, towards the mid-January, want to actually change what you do. Lots of you were stuck in some kind of job, or you felt like you were stuck in some kind of job that you were completely unhappy with, and lots of you were like a kind of a lot of you came to an end with like a certain careers or with a certain things that you do in life, or maybe the certain education that you took on and then you just changed your mind. This is all going to be about redirection. This is all going to be about redirecting yourselves. There are lots of you who already started doing different things like not that long ago, maybe like about 5 or 6 or 7 months ago. Lots of you actually started doing different things, like when it comes to your job, when it comes to your career. Like, if I can put it in the way of like a lot of you started like kind of having a taste or having a little feel of what would it be like to actually do something else, what would be like to actually start a different career. This month is all going to be about you wanting to do different things, you wanting to start to do different things. You are going to be absolutely ready. Lots of you were ready to move on from your current job, from your current career, from your current education, whatever it is, like a long time ago. But because of those specific energies like that were going throughout your sign, and especially they were going throughout 2016 quite strongly, those particular energies were actually kind of preventing you to actually feel and get your own full potential. So now these energies are going to be completely disappearing. Now as we are going throughout January, those energies are going to be more and more and more disappearing until they disappear completely. And what this means to you, this is why all these energies are going to start unfolding themselves, and this is why you will suddenly feel like it's the right time to actually change that career, change that job, to change that direction. This is very, very important, because it's not only the fact that this feels like, oh, it's the right time. You really have to listen to yourself. You really have to kind of be in touch with your own spirituality as much as you basically can, because this month is going to be ridiculously powerful. It is not only now suddenly you are just going to get the whole picture about your career, whole picture about what you want to do. It is the time to actually reevaluate your whole life through your own career, through your own job, through whatever you do. And this is a very, very important time, because now this is the right time actually to move on. And it's actually the right time, not only because it's the right time. What does it mean that it's the right time? It means that there is something very big, something very special, something very powerful going to come towards your way. When I say something very big, something very powerful, something very special, and this is also going to be very, very strongly from the mid-January towards the end of January, there is something very special going to come towards your way. When I say special, of course I'm referring to the job, I'm referring to the career. As I said already, please don't get me wrong, some of you already started like a little bits and pieces, like a like a different little job, little bits and pieces pieces like earlier on, and maybe it didn't kind of manifest just yet, you know, but lots of you actually started this ball rolling or got this ball rolling already. This is all fine. Some of you did start already, and some of you are about to start. For those of you that started already your own private businesses, your own, you know, bits and pieces, or and things like that, and if you didn't see like the outcome that you wanted to see, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it, because by the end of January 2017 it is going to be very, very good, and it is going to be fantastic news that you're going to receive about that particular job, that particular career, that particular business, whatever you started. The end of January, it is going to be the time when you are actually going to see the effects, the actual outcome of it, and you're going to feel very, very good about it. So January is a ridiculously good month, guys, because it's not only very good month, very powerful month, and it's not only about the fact that it's, you know, like, oh yeah, just a career. It is the whole redirection. Your life is about to change through this career. Your life is about to change through this job, you see. This is why this is such an important month, because January is just the beginning. I mentioned earlier in one of my other readings, you see, 2017 is going to be a ridiculously good year. We had a weird year last year. 2016 was a rather bizarre. Everybody knows that. Very powerful, but in a very strange ways. When it comes to 2017, this is the whole new experience. This is going to be a ridiculously good year. And you see, it's 2017. And this number 7 at the end, it's a ridiculously powerful number. It's a very, very spiritual number. It's a very positive number. And it's a very powerful number, you see. And that's why I'm saying that this is just going to be the beginning. So it's a very, very important... Sorry, guys. I'm still having this cold. So it's a very, very important month when it actually when it comes to your career and your job. Sorry. And I have to say that I'm not saying that every single one of you will feel like this, but I'm just saying that for those of you that don't want to change your career, for those of you that are really happy in your own career, you see, there are also going to be really big changes that you're going to have at the end of January 2017. There are a couple of changes that you're going to start doing, you see. I see that you will be kind of surprised, because you will be approached by a certain person at work, and you will be blown away by what they will actually tell you. They will be completely pleased with your work, they will be pleased with your achievements, but it's not only that. It's not only that. It's just that you are going to end up having more responsibility, at least two more responsibilities that you are going to end up having at your work, you see. And this is for those of you that don't want to leave your work or your career at all. So for those of you, you are going to end up having more responsibilities. You are going to end up having some kind of changes. You are going to be asked something very, very specific, and it is going to come as in form of like a very important message from that particular person, like an important document or an important message, where you're going to be asked to, like, if you can, you know, step up, I suppose, in your career and have more responsibilities, which of course it's going to be followed by more money and better career prospects. So I can see lots of you are going to find this very exciting, and I can see that lots of you are actually waiting for something like this to happen. So it is the month of like just the career changes, you see. If you are not working, if you are retired, you know, it is exactly like a similar thing going to happen, like towards the end of month, to whatever you're focusing on, wherever you're focusing your energies, whatever you do, like on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, whatever you're focusing on, you see, you are going to end up having a very, very good news or a very good document where you're going to end up having a couple of extra choices that you're going to find absolutely delightful. Okay, you're gonna feel extremely ecstatic about it, and it is going to feel like the step in the right direction for whether you're retired, whether you're working, whether you're at the college, university. By the end of January 2017, you see, that particular news, that particular document that you're going to receive, it is only going to be the beginning of the whole new thing. What is very important here to say, that it's basically, it's the certain what I find very interesting is that a certain part of your future are actually going to be revealed to you. You're going to start realizing certain things about your future. You see, there were lots of you very uncertain throughout 2016 year. There were lots of you that were completely uncertain about your future. You were like hanging on, you were doing certain things, but you were just coming to an end. You were just coming to an end. When it comes to your career, when it comes to job, lots of you decided, or lots of you felt that it's time to move on when it comes to your career, when it comes to your job. Guys, if you feel like it's time to move on when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, just do it. Just go for it, because most likely there's just going to be so many of you that are actually going to change your direction throughout January 2017. But the end of January is probably going to be the most effective when it comes to it. So it's not about an important document or a message, but it's about certain things about your future. You're going to start feeling solid and very strong and very powerful about your future, because you're going to start realizing things about your future you couldn't just realize before, because it wasn't just the right time. Now it's the right time. Now it's the new beginning, January 2017, and this is the literally new beginning. The right meaning of this word is actually full on here when it comes to you guys. So it's going to be very good month indeed. And also, it is going to be a very good month, because your own creativity is going to be back, okay? And this is also going to be from the mid-January towards the end of January. This is where this creativity is going to be back, and you're going to start feeling very creative, okay? And which is going to have an amazing impact on you, and amazing impact on everybody else around you. Everybody else is going to start realizing how energetic you feel, and in general you're just going to feel so much better about yourself, okay? And also what I was going to say, that there is a female member of the family that is actually going to need your help towards the end of January 2017. The certain family member is going to need your advice. The certain family member is going to need your help. This is a female family member very close to you, and this particular family member is going through lots of problems, lots of pain. Emotionally, this person is not doing really well, and you are going to be aware of it, and that person is going to reach out to you as a help, okay? And I can see actually this happening at the end of January 2017. And you know what else I was going to say? I did mention that the energy levels are completely going to shot up, and you're going to feel really much more energized. You're going to feel very energized. And also what I was going to say, that throughout January, the fertility, you guys, ladies, you will be very fertile. This is going to be extremely fertile months when it comes to you ladies, girls, women, and basically it is basically going to be very important for those of you that want to get pregnant. So if you do want to get pregnant, if you wanted to get pregnant for a really long time but you didn't, so if you like try throughout January 2017, it is just going to be at its peak. I'm not saying you're not going to be as fertile in February, but I think that a lot of Leos are going to get pregnant in January, and throughout January this is going to be going on like crazy. But especially towards the end of January, this is going to be when you're going to be at the actual peak of your own fertility. So if you want babies, this is the time to have babies. January is the time to have babies, okay? And what else I was going to say, you see, for those of you that are in relationships, you see, this is a rather interesting time as well, because for those of you that are in relationships, I can actually see you and your partner will want to do things together. And especially for those of you that kind of lost the touch with your partner, you were working a lot, your partner was working a lot, and you're completely like living two different lives. You know, you love each other, but sometimes things like this just happen. Life takes, people in different directions. Sorry. And this is what I was going to say, that it's going to be very interesting, because for those of you that want to work on your relationship with your partners, I'm not saying that necessarily you had problems, that your relationship had problems. I'm just saying that if you drifted apart, especially because you were like both busy doing different things, you see, the end of January is also going to be very, very important. Actually, this is going to be going throughout January, but especially very strongly again from the mid-January towards the end of January, very strongly, you will actually feel like you want to work on things when it comes to your partner, husband, wife, and I can see you taking lots of activities together. There is the journey that you will plan with your partner. If you have a partner, husband and wife, there is also going to be the journey that is going to be planned at the end of January 2017, but also you will, as I already mentioned, you will start doing more things with your partner, husband, wife. You're going to get closer together very strongly at the end of the month. You will want to work on things together. You will go socialize out together quite a lot. Maybe take some activities like going to the gym together, like physical self-improvements, and maybe go jogging and things like that. You see, I can see you kind of going on that health side of the thing. I can see you like kind of becoming more healthy, but together with your partner, like kind of synchronized, quite nice, how it really should be. So that's what I can see, and I can see you two appreciating each other even more and taking your relationship on a next more mature level with this. So it's quite good actually, especially for those of you like that you know you don't feel like you spend enough time with your partner, husband, wife. And for those of you Leos that are single, you see there is somebody going to be coming out here. Somebody's going to manifest themselves, and you will actually, this person will be so seductive. It's just unbelievable. Somebody very seductive, and somebody who is not going to stay there for a really long time. Somebody who is not going to be nothing serious, but I think that somebody is going to come into your life. You see, for those of you that are single, at the end of January 2017, you see, especially strongly, there is somebody that is going to actually manifest themselves in your life, and that particular person is just going to be somebody who you're going to have some fun with. But it's not like, you know what I mean, some fun with, you know, but it's just somebody that you're going to spend like a certain amount of time with, and it's just sometimes we need some kind of relationships like this in our life. It depends what part of our spiritual, you know, what part our spirit is, on what part of the spiritual journey. You see, it all depends on our own personal spiritual journey. How far did we get? So there is somebody that is going to be completely seductive, and you are just going to be absolutely like amazed how seductive this person actually is. But on another hand, this person is also going to find you equally seductive. So there is going to be like a boom in between you two, but in a nice way. So what am I trying to say is that there is somebody going to manifest, and you're just going to have a great time together. You will be spending some time together. You will enjoy each other. It is not going to last for too long. It's nothing going to be too serious. But I think that for those of you that are actually going to be going through this, it is just going to feel like a right thing. I don't see anyone hurt or anything like that, but it's just somebody who is going to have some fun with. You're going to meet someone who you're going to have some fun with, and that other person is also going to have some fun with. What you're going to find ridiculously amazing and ridiculously interesting, it is going to be the fact how the seductive this person is going to be. You're going to love that. I think we all need that every now and then in our life, you know, this seductivity, you know, this kind of energies, this kind of feelings, you know, they kind of mess you up, but in a really nice way, you know. They mess you up in a really crazy way, but in a nice way. You see, we all need this sometimes. So you're just gonna find somebody who you're gonna have some fun with, okay? And what else I was going to say is that also what I was going to say, if you already started certain projects, like for example certain business or certain project or certain things that didn't work out so well, as what I mentioned earlier, the end of January is going to be the time when you see it is some kind of money that is also going to come through through your project that you started really earlier on, and maybe there wasn't enough coming from it. The end of January is going to be quite good. Also, what I was going to say, around the mid-January, there is a certain amount of money that is going to come towards your way. It is not going to be a massive or huge amount of money, but it is just going to surprise you. Certain amount of money at around the mid-January that is going to come towards your way. You can actually feel quite good about it. And also, what I was going to say, that basically when it comes to your own instincts, you see, this is very important, because there is a certain decision that you're going to need to make at around the end of January. This is very, very important, guys. Please listen to me. Very important decision you're going to need to make at the end of January 2017, and that particular decision, it's going to really require you, no one else. You are not meant to go for any other advice or any advice or anything like that to get from somebody else, because you are going to be spiritually very powerful and you're really going to have to trust yourself. You're really going to have to trust yourself. This is why it's so important to just listen to yourself and listen to your inner voice. Honestly, listen to your inner voice, because there is going to be a very important decision that you're going to need to make at around the end of January, right at the end of January 2017. But it's very important to just listen to yourself. It is going to be it could be absolutely anything, but it is going to be very important. But first, how is it going to happen? You're going to receive like an important document, or you're going to hear something very important, like an important news, and then it is going to require you to make a certain decision. And this is going to be quite big, guys. This is going to be quite big. It might not seem as big like when it's happening at around the end of January, but later on it is going to be actually very big, and later on again it's going to become like a life-changing, basically. But it's very important to make your own decision. Do not listen to anyone else. Just listen to your inner voice. Be in touch with your own spirituality. You are going to be in touch with your own spirituality throughout January 2017, but it's important to mention and to say that at the end of January 2017 you're going to have to listen to yourself. Maybe you can talk to people and see which advice people have, and just compare it to what you think about something, but it's important to listen to yourself, and at the end to listen to yourself and to listen to your own advice. Okay, very, very important. Okay, because after that point the whole brand new spiritual journey starts. Okay, and also, when it comes to basically your health, I think this is going to be quite good month when it comes to your health, because especially for those of you that have been suffering from long ailments or from long illnesses, and you didn't see anything happening, you know, things that were going on for a long time, you know, and that's why this is going to be very important month, because you will start feeling improvement. So when it comes to health, it's going to be very good. The energy levels are going to be back, as already mentioned, and this is going to make you feel really good about yourself in general. But on another hand, sorry, the health, talking about health, and the health wise, this is going to be really, really good month, very positive, because it is going to be a very good news for those of you, as I said, that actually were suffering from long ailments and there were not much improvements about it. Very, very important. Okay, and also what I was going to say, that you see, there is going to be the person that I just need you to be a little bit careful about as well, and this, but there is somebody at around your work, and this is only going to be going on throughout January 2017. Just like a little bit jealous person at work, and I would like to be very careful about this person. This person is claiming to be really friendly. It's a male person, man. He's claiming to be friendly. He's very professional. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. But I need you to be careful. Someone is going to be a little bit jealous of you, a little bit jealous of your success, and they will try to steal some kind of ideas from you. They will try to come closer to you than they should, you know. So I just need you to be a little bit careful about this particular person. It is a very, very good in any kind of negative situation with the negative people, you see, you don't know sometimes whether they're projecting negative energy towards you on purpose, or they're projecting negative energy towards you just because they're thinking negatively about you. It all depends. But however, this particular negative energy can actually affect us. It all depends. So it's a very, very good, this is what I would suggest, you see, to get like a black tourmaline, like a pen pendant like this, black tourmaline, and just carry around your neck, you know, carry around you, and it is going to help you to stop any negative energy coming towards you. And I think it's one of the most protective crystals that you can actually get. Okay, all in all, guys, you know, January is going to be ridiculously good. It's the time of new beginning, new start, and there's going to be so many changes and so much to look forward to. I'm so excited for you. Guys, I would also like to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so, and also don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.